Put up on his neck, apply pressure to the max. They told me I'll make it far. They told me I'll make it far. They told me I'll make it far. I'm just driving out the car. I need 100 grand large. Free my homie out of bars. They told me I'll make it far. I'm just driving out the car.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show. I'm Jabbar Harris. I'm your host and the provider. And on this episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show, we're going to the sports world and the summertime is popping. Like I tell you, the sports world and the summertime is popping. A lot is going on. It's beautiful. If you haven't heard, Terrence Crawford, TKO, Earl Spence in the 9th round to win the undisputed welterweight championship of the world, going down two-time division leader. Two-time division champion. It's really a beautiful thing. Also, I wanted to congratulate, just give my appreciations to Earl Spence for him. This fight wouldn't have been possible. So just want to make sure we salute him for that and not let his contribution to this mega fight go unnoticed. So appreciate Earl Spence. Like I said, I would love to see the follow up. I would love to see the follow up, but until then, we can move on to some other news that's going on in the boxing world. You got Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz this Saturday at 8 p.m. on ESPN Plus. My feelings about that is simply Jake Paul. I mean, I know he's training. I know he's doing his thing, taking the boxing thing serious, and obviously he's not necessarily fighting. The professional boxers, even at the lower levels, that's skilled in boxing, not these MMA guys that's coming over to boxing, that's, considered a striker in an MMA. I'm talking about fighting true boxers that been doing this their whole life. I mean, and that's essentially training them to be boxers their whole life. That's my only thing with him. I don't know how to, personally, I just don't know how to take the data that I'm getting from seeing him beat on and fight fighters that's not, their hands are not licensed professional boxers. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Which is Jake Paul's is because he's training the boxer, for some time now. So whatever happens at this fight, it don't mean not a thing to me. It could be frank about it. I know it could be a lot more set for Nate Diaz. I know he's been losing a couple of, his past couple fights in MMA. I don't understand how this boxing celebrity fight, essentially what this is, how this is going to translate to martial arts, the UFC. I don't get the correlation. How you think you're going to take it? Maybe just build your confidence up. I'm feeling so good off the win, off this I guess up and coming Jake Paul professional boxer that's not really getting tested with the professional boxers. I'm supposed to feel good off of that and just let that snowball and carry it over that momentum into the MMA. I get that. I understand if that's the angle. But anything other than that, I don't see the upside on Nate Diaz's part. And like I said, for Jake Paul, it don't really mean nothing because everybody's gonna be saying, everybody's still saying, we want you to fight a real professional boxer. Even at the lower ranks, he understands Jake Paul's doing the business thing. They don't have no name for me to be fighting these guys at the lower level. So I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to put spotlight on boxing. I'm trying to boost revenue and all this, that, and third. But people still as though you're not getting tested. The moment that you got any type of test from somebody that's, professional boxer, been doing this, the skills sets, training for a good bit of their lives, and lower levels, but professional, and do this boxing thing 24/7 consistently. And Ferry, Tyson Ferry's younger brother, Tommy Ferry. Tommy Ferry's not on that. But he still took you out of there and got you out of there the last fight. So that's just a prime example, and we let it be known because you're going up against a real now. All that stuff that you're doing to people who's not accustomed with the boxing ring skills, all like that. You fighting the people that is accustomed with those skills. You now you getting your skills tested. Now you really get to examine. You personally, Jake Paul, where you at with this professional boxing thing, going up against other people that's the skill sets? Because I got it. I one with Samaz. If he is going against true professional boxers and sparring, and while he's getting ready for fights, they got to be getting over on him. They got to be getting the best over him, or they're doing it in a controlled way, where we know you can probably get off on him. Don't test him like that. Let him get his in on you, because Jake Paul would have been known from these sparring matches, man. Like, these guys, I might have to hold off on a little bit, or I might need to train even harder. I know the distance of the road that I still need to travel, because I understand what he's doing. Like I say, he's trying to pump up the media, the revenue for boxing, bring odds and all that. I get it. But and he mentioned the other day on I guess my guy Stephen A. Smith show that he's always going to talk, but before his talking, this is his words. This is Jake Paul's words. His talking was for lack of better words, his talking was greater than his actions out there in the ring, his skill set in the ring. Now he feels like his skill set in the ring is matching how loud he is, but that's not right at all, accurate at all, because he's definitely a loudmouth. He's definitely braggadocious and promotional guy and all in your face and screaming, whatever to the masses, because some of the stuff you be saying is blasphemous and you feel, but I understand you comedy yourself, you gotta believe yourself, I get it, but everybody on the realistic side is like, come on, guy, you're not fighting no professional boxer. Somebody's really about that. Let's see that, and then we can talk a la Tommy Fury. And like I said, we talking even the lowest levels of professional boxing, just like he is. Believe it or not, however he want to think he is, because he's not proven. People won't have nerve to talk about Terrence Bud Crawford ain't fighting nobody. We already know everybody is having that same energy with Jake Paul, but that's basically what it is. Jake Paul, you not like, if people feeling like Terrence Crawford ain't fighting nobody, and these guys are boxers, champions, former champions, and people that's doing this thing for real at the highest levels, and they saying those guys are nobodies, then who is these people? Come on, man. Dave Robinson, a basketball player, really? Come on, man. Who was it? Woodley, UFC fighter. How many UFC fighters have you fought? Not another one, Nate Diaz. Come on, man. Come on, man. What we talking about? So, I need to see just the consistency. Like I reiterate, the consistency of him fighting professional boxers. That's the only way that he's truly gonna get better. Cause he think he's doing something, fighting these guys who's, the memory, the skill, like everything that's involved with the boxers, how they, standing right there, counter punching, the defense, rolling the shoulders, all that, everything that comes in with the boxing skill sets. Those guys ain't professional boxers, so they don't know how to tap into those reflexes and those instincts of the boxing ring. And, people whose awareness and IQ and the skill set has been, trained and exposed to as much as possible, who've been doing this, who does this 24/7. So that's just where I'm at with that. No, it's nothing like Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, nothing at all. And I'm not talking about just the boxing. I'm not. Come on, we're not even just talking about the boxing skills in the ring. I'm just talking about the hype surrounding it. It ain't nah, dog. It ain't that. That ain't it. It's definitely not that. I'm going to watch it, of course. Am I paying for it? No. ESPN Plus. I'm good. I'm definitely going to make sure I lay my eyes on it for free, though. We're just going to keep it a frank about it. I got a job to do. I got to talk about it, the following week, what took place and all. So that's that. Oh, I want to move on to some other hypeness and hype machine. But before I do that, because I neglected to mention that, some of my sponsors, so we're gonna shout them out there. But before we continue, you need fresh care, fresh clothing. Go to Cash Baby Clothing Brand. Also, you need a good bakery. Go to Diner Delights and intro music to the Fresh Bar Sports Show. Joey Blow Music. Okay, so back to the show. Lionel Messi in Miami turning it up. He got 5 goals. Lionel Messi, and doing the thing for the Miami team, got 5 goals in 3 games. After last night's win, Miami 3-1 over Orlando City, and Lionel Messi, of course, he had 2 goals in that game, doing his thing early in the game and late in the game. You know how he do. Creating a lot of buzz around the Miami City. There's always buzz around the Miami City. So, let's just be frank. So it's good that Lionel Messi came to a city in a place like Miami. LA would be great. Ain't nothing wrong with LA. David Beckham did with the Galaxy. But just for traveling purposes and help continue having, USA flock to one area so easily, just in my personal opinion. I'm not no travel velocity or anything that travel expert on the distance travel. I just know, we need to leave early and use our time efficiently to get there. But I believe Miami, the state of Florida, is definitely so much less of a burden traveling there for the rest of America. Dare I say all America, North and South, and anything in between, Colombia, Cuba, etc., the DRs and everything. Just the way obviously the map is constructed, I just felt like it'd be easy and accessible for people to get to Miami rather than get to Hollywood, LA area. I could be wrong about that, but that's just from the look of the map. That's just the way it just seems to me. So that's great for Lionel Messi to go there because a local popular city, great city. People want to go there anyway and are going to get in there regardless. Anyway, before, during, and after Lionel Messi era, we already know that. But you're just bringing more people to come, giving them more reasons to come, giving them more reasons to stay longer. You might want to catch 1 game or 2. On top of still going out for the weekend and enjoying the beach and etc. You know what I mean? Hitting downtown Miami, hitting South Beach. And then you got other parts of Miami that people, tourists may want to check out as well. So, I'm loving the vibes that's going on in Miami. They got the pink uniforms and everything. Just the type of, Miami Vice feel. I need to see them pop out with the blue and the pink type of jerseys. Next, maybe stay tuned for next year. You want to spice it up a little bit. Obviously, this is the rest of this regular season, and they're not doing nothing. The damage is done too much. Prior to Lionel Messi getting there, but this time next year it's going to be even a lot more buzz than it already is because they're definitely going to be ready for the playoff time. It's time to win championship time for the MLS. They're going to definitely be in championship competition. Tom Brady's still making business moves, business deals to the fullest. As Tom Brady the GOAT in the NFL. And, he's a good businessman, as you can see. Tom Brady, he takes in a minority state ownership in Birmingham City, a club in English soccer's second-tier championship. You think it's just for money? It's always for the money, but it's not just for the money. Tom Brady is not just going to associate himself just for making money. He wants you to be winners just like him. And he's trying to infuse and allow some of his mindset and some of his championship mentality to wear off or rub off on you, and allow him to pour that into whomever companies he's getting involved with, whether there's a minority stake in there or not. Tom Brady will also be the chairman of advisory of the board. You're not hearing me. Tom Brady also will become chairman of the advisory board at that club. Tom Brady, I'll get ownership, get money, but I gotta make sure we changing the culture around here, and it's a winning culture. Wherever I'm going, even if it's being steady, we want it to be a slope, an incline going into the upwards direction. Tom Brady's all about the winning, and whatever thing he's putting his hands with, he's we analysts, ownership of football team, Raiders, ownership of soccer team, Birmingham, Under Armour deal, Brady brand, etc., TV12, whatever you name it. Tom Brady not playing around. He's locked in, and he wants to make sure every business endeavor has that TB12 mindset. That's just what it is with him. Talk a little bit football since we already had it. And American football. Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp leaves practice early with hamstring injury. Teams uncertain how long he will be sidelined. This took place Tuesday. That's a big blow for them. Obviously, they say he's gonna be out a couple weeks. They don't know if he's gonna miss the start, the start of the season or not. Hopefully, he can come back for them. Obviously, he got hurt last year, but when he was there healthy 2 years ago, Offensive Player of the Year, winning championships, Super Bowls for them, Super Bowl MVP, etc., etc. So we know what he brings to the table when he's healthy. Obviously, personal opinion, just as I feel the injuries that took place at the end of last year, as well as what's going on early in the season. I think this might be a trend in some of the agility, the accelerants, and the speed, and the change in the direction, and all the fast twitchies, the ones that he already had with the quickness. I think that's going to dissipate just a tad, just a little bit, and that's going to make him just a little less effective than he normally would be with his speed and quickness that he possesses, along with his size. So I perceive him trying to be a little bit more physical, because his speed and his quickness definitely going to take an impact after these two injuries stemming from last year and during training camp this year. This is crazy. So much good stuff been going on. Like I said, the sports world is popping this summer. The sports world is popping this summer. So much been going on. We're not just talking on the court, on the field of play. No. We're not just talking about that. And we're going to get to it. We ain't just talk about the guys sports. You got to do, the women's national team out there competing. WNBA popping. We're going to talk about that later in the show. Don't worry about that. Big threes going on, doing this thing. Baseball season, that's underway doing thing. No, it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but that it's been an interesting season so far, and especially with the play clock they got going on, with the pitch clock they got going on, just help speed up the game. Game is much more quicker to about 30-35 minutes of every game on average, which is beautiful. Help speeding up the game. Obviously, some old school people don't like it, but you gotta go with the times. And people don't want to be out there well, there ain't no shot clock as it is. Y'all can be out there all day. That was the way y'all be acting at times. It is what it is. Come on, people. 2023, 2024, people got things to do. And they're gonna be in their phones after the majority of the time. They're there anyway. And let's beat the traffic. Let's get up out of here a little early, etc., etc. But having said all that, baseball making good, but we're gonna talk about that. So baseball got trade deadline, had it on and popping, buzzing through this week. So they're definitely trying to make some noise. Seeing a little bit more baseball commercials, seeing a little bit more them advertising their athletes. Obviously the participants that's willing to do it. Still ain't seeing too much. Shohei, there ain't something going on. The lack of national endorsements and commercials I see between Shohei Tiny and Mike Trout is like appalling and shocking for them two to be such great superstars that they are, with talent-wise. But Shohei, he got the celebrity status. Obviously, we understand why he got his celebrity status. From his culture where he comes from. He already got his big artist crew over there on top of the fan base that he's coming to in the Anaheim area, California area. So what I'm saying, big state, and just big population and big more chances for the masses to like you across city to city in that particular state. Now, Mike Trout, I don't know, born and breed, American made. I don't understand what's going on with him. But that's just his personality. He's not, Kawhi Leonard, he don't care about all that type of endorsement deals. Being in the commercials and the spotlights, all that. But you gotta help push the game and grow the game, and that's what people get on fire about. You gotta help push and grow the game. Obviously, other players and stars can do it too, but it's just like the quote pro, the quote pro quote. They're paying you a boatload of money. Dream work. Not saying you don't deserve none of this stuff, but like, we being honest, it ain't no shade to nobody, but we just saying this is way more than you ever thought that you would ever need it in life for generations to come. The money that it should already accumulated already, not saying even the more money to come, but pour back into the league. And we're not talking about just money. We're not talking about doing anything extra and showing up and playing every night. And maybe do a couple little events to help grow the game, help let the masses know that, you hate to say this, but these guys are like superheroes. Characters to love and look after and want to aspire to be like, and people want to be able to see them as sometimes as much as times as they can, not just on the field of play. They get excited if they see their favorite player in the commercial, let alone obviously out and about in person. But there's things of that nature, that's not just good for the superstars' bank account, the individual bank account. That's good for the league that they're playing for, and how they make their audience and their fan base feel, and may get new fans along the way. But I digress. See, now, so much been going on in the sports world. Sports world been popping this summer, as I was saying. Nobody even, no disrespect, we ain't talking about the Hall of Fame. We're not talking about the Hall of Fame, but just the simple fact NFL Hall of Fame game that's taking place today at 8 p.m. Can't even say one network because it's across the board on multiple networks. All the networks, whatever, you'll find it easily accessible at 8 p.m. tonight on multiple platforms. Jets, no Aaron Rodgers versus Browns, no Deshaun Watson. What am I supposed to do with that? I know football's back, excited. People's going to be tuned in watching it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm being frank. Just keep it a video, keep it 100. Cause so much be going on in sports world. I almost forgot to I was reminded today. The Lincoln Lawyer season 2, last 5 episodes of season 2 dropped today, and I think I'm gonna be watching the rest of those episodes today. We're gonna turn into the Hall of Fame game, begin the game, see all the hoopla, the hypeness, the football is back. Technically, football is back. Technically, everybody's preseason is August 11th. We understand that. My Steelers preseason August 11th. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Can't wait to see my team. I understand that. Regular season, that start to the next month. We get that. But football is back for today, and the excitement, the buzz wasn't even nowhere near there. And if we're gonna be frank about it, the hypeness and the buzz been more around Sean Payton talking about Nathaniel Thagard, and Nathaniel Thagard going back at Sean Payton, and then Coach Sauer going back at Sean Payton, then Aaron Rodgers going back at Sean Payton for stepping down the line and talking about Coach. That's been more talked about and going through across, you gotta say major platforms, up and coming platforms and everything in between. Ain't too many people been talking about the NFL Hall of Fame game. Everybody in the NFL world, or just talking NFL news, been talking about that drama. And the fact that running backs are underpaid. We're gonna get to that. The NFL Hall of Fame game been really truly been afterthought the past couple of weeks. Yeah, it might be coming across the table. We talk about topics that shows are talking about. I'm tapped in to watch shows. I see what's going on. I know what's going on. Mainstream, YouTube, regular podcasts, everything in between. Come on, man. Everybody's football lovers. Just had a football guy on here 2 weeks ago. Can't wait to, Raiders fan and everything. Can't wait to, my man's with Raiders fan, can't wait to football come back, see what the Raiders are going to do for his team and everything like that. He's a football guy. He loves football more than me, I like football too. I love football too, but, I love basketball more. Football is his thing. He loves football more. Obviously he like basketball, but, the football is his love. So he's not even, not a word. Not even NFL Hall of Fame game coming up. Football season about to start 2 weeks from now. Yeah, I can't wait. He's the type of guy, for his preseason game for the Raiders, he gonna have a festival celebration because football technically back. I guess it just don't start to him when his team play. But he's usually on top of these things like that. But this NFL Hall of Fame game, no Aaron Rodgers, no Deshaun Watson. What I'm supposed to do with that? What I'm supposed to do with that? Like I said, we're gonna pull up to the scene. We're gonna watch it. See what it's looking like. See how things going. But yeah, after a while, I don't know what quarter. I don't know if it's going to be the second, but we're definitely not getting to the fourth. Don't even think about it. We're definitely not getting to the fourth, but I don't know if it's going to be the second quarter. I don't know if it's going to be the third quarter. But shout out to Netflix, but Legal Lawyers coming on next. Real soon, passing the herd. Go home, take care of what I need to take care of for the Fresh Bar Sports Show, put the stuff up on the platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook page, Instagram page, YouTube. Fresh Bar Sports Show, local community access channel 16, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. every Thursday. Get this stuff loaded up on the platform, check the game out. I'm telling you, so we're in that second quarter or third quarter. Yeah, we're definitely going to turn to legal work. But I digress.